a showdown in the AFC North. It's the
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Room to maneuver at the 35. Still going. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 72 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Corral him, he fights through, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for Derrick Henry, and the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys that had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Burrow. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Ravens taking the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Oh, some strong running. Still fighting. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now it's Jackson. Fighting through pressure. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
He did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. But looking deep here for Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 45 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside. First. Game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a first down. Here we go. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Ravens now. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Here's Jackson to throw. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Nelson Aguilar inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll look to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. An inside give, Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now Burrow. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Bind. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop it. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty, and the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they get him down. But not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Breaks through the contact. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens just continue to roll. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it. Can extend this lead out even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Trenton Simpson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. In motion goes the tight end. And he's going to go down again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trenton Simpson. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Hardy set to return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens extend their lead yet again. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be out the game by now, but sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Brad Robbins. On the return, Hardy. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are pouring it on. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Bengals set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And they go play action now. Burrow. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. He's got a man complete. There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens would extend their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here? That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover.
And got his man complete. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 39 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Inside the 20, Nelson Aguilar. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar, 44 yards. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So that is a big one, folks. Can you believe it? 8 passing touchdowns in a single game until today. That had never been done in NFL history. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage out.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Odafe Owe getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Odafe Owe, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his left. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll toss this right side to Moss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Aguilar in motion left. Now it's Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A toss right to Henry. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the... Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Ravens continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals getting set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds.